Good Thursday night, or actually at this point it's Friday morning, so I ought to be doing a freehand, but I'll come back and do one of those tonight when I get in. Get this one fired up. I'm smoking some Cornell and Deal cross-eyed cricket, and this is a blend. Second go round I've had of this. First 10 of it, Alfred Henry Sims channel sent it to me. Sent some. I don't know if Alfred didn't like it. I don't remember. He may have liked it and just wanted me to try it. But he sent me a nearly full 10. I liked it, and then I went back and bought another 10. And good looking blend. And it is like I say, it's a Cornell and Deal, and it is an unsweetened black Cavendish. Got to borrow my wife's reading glasses here. Let's see. An unsweetened black Cavendish base with Turkish, Latakia, and Perique, lightly flavored with rum punch. And this one is a good one, and I love it. It's puts me kind of in the mind of McBaron plum cake, but I think this one is going to be a little sweeter. It's just one of those off-the-wall deals that you wouldn't think of ordering. You know, Cornell and Deal's got some quirky little blends in their line, and if it hadn't been for Alfred, I never would have tried this one. But I would recommend it if you like a little light Latakia. Like I say, the Perique stands out in it, and you can taste every blend in this thing. And the rum is not super duper heavy, but it's there. And I'm smoking it in this little old tinder box with a coral finish on it. Kind of a bone colored stem. This was an eBay find. And enjoying a good smoke with this. Alright, y'all. I had a pretty busy day at work. I cut out about 1:20. Went to my mom and dad's place, their house, property out there where I keep the food trailer parked. I don't leave it here at my house because we live up a hill and the driveway is pretty steep. And to back that trailer in, it just drags. You can't. And I've got all of my water holding tanks are right there on the back, and it's just it'll just jerk them all out from underneath it. But that's the only design flaw that I didn't like about that trailer is where they put those. But anyhow, I'll leave it parked out there. I went and got it from them and took it to from their house. It's about 65 miles, 70 across up going northeast. Not too terribly far out of the Arkansas line. It's up in that part of up in the Delta country, farmland, a little town called Oak Grove. I just got it up there tonight, getting ready for the Sweet Potato Festival, starting in the morning. My nephew's going up with me. He's going to meet me here at the house at 7 in the morning. We're going to load that generator up, head out, and try to get opened up by 10. They want us opened at 9, but it's no way. And then nobody gonna start ordering Frito pies and hamburgers at 9. Of course, I don't know. They'll fool you. But we're gonna get her set up, get going. It's a pretty little old town, and I have some issues. Of course, there's 3 food trailers sitting right there, and there's a little carnival, and it's all set up on the courthouse lawn, and which the courthouse is the old timey courthouse that sits on the courthouse square, beautiful. And they've got a little small carnival. One of these carnival companies set carnival rides up and different things, and they've got 2 big food booths there, which they kind of, I can't do corn dogs, I can't do nachos because they wanted the exclusive on that, and of course someone else already had the barbecue, but I'm fine. I'm gonna do chili dogs, hamburgers, chili burgers, hot dogs, Frito pies. We'll do a little Natchitoches meat pie, deep fried Natchitoches meat pie. We'll do a deep fried peach pie. We'll do chili cheese fries and that kind of thing. So we'll have plenty to do. We'll sell sweet potato pie. My wife does a homemade sweet potato pie, and it is a sweet potato festival. So, but they had the trailers. Mine is backed in. You can barely walk between the back door, and I've got a padlock on that one. The front door, I don't have a key, and it doesn't lock. I've got some equipment in there. Of course, it's sitting right on the courthouse property, so there's sheriff's department vehicles everywhere, and they're coming and going. But the way it's locked, you got to have a screw. The way it shuts, you got to have a screwdriver thing to pry it open because it's such a tight fit. Person come up with their hand, and it just appears to be locked. Now the flaps come up on it. I guess you could go through the windows if you really, really wanted in it. And I've got some equipment in there. Of course, a microwave, and I've got refrigerator. Of course, it wouldn't worry about that. I've got a hot dog steamer and a bun steamer and some various equipment. They could hit me for $1,000 if they bucks real quick. But I asked the guy. I said, "Now look, I normally don't go off and leave this thing. Most everywhere it has security." He said, "Look, you're in Mayberry. You don't have to worry about anything." You could tell you just felt like you was in Mayberry. Good, pretty clean town, beautiful little town. But we're sitting out there right, the rides are right there. We'll have a bluegrass show tomorrow in the evening and a street dance. My wife is entering one of her sweet potato pies in the sweet potato pie contest. And here's the twist on her sweet potato pie. She has combined 2 family recipes, one being the crust, and she makes it homemade. It's strictly rolled out. It's homemade crust, no store-bought. This is what she serves at the restaurant. And the sweet potato pie part of it is another family recipe. So it's 2 recipes, one for the homemade crust, one's for someone else's sweet potato pie minus the crust. She puts her own crust in it. But the twist that she has added is that we at the restaurant we do a loaded stuffed baked potato every day. We offer it every day, and the people we bought it from was baking the potatoes in the oven just like you normally do. Well, I started putting the potatoes, throwing them on the pit, smoking them. It takes about 3 hours to get them really done, slow smoking them on with the meat and stuff. Well, then we started doing that with sweet potato, and she makes the sweet potato pies out of smoked sweet potatoes, and it is, she sells 5 or 6 pies a day by the slice out of that little restaurant, and then of course constantly people are ordering whole ones. Of course she sells other pies too, chocolate, pecan, lemon, coconut, one called a little buttermilk pie that she makes, and constant. She does a big pie business, and all of them from scratch and homemade. She bakes a cake or 2 along, big coconut cake or a chocolate cake or something. But sweet potato pie is kind of our signature item there. And a couple of our good customers, one lady in particular that my wife, Phyllis is my wife, she became pretty good friends with this lady, and they're always swapping stuff back and forth. Got to be pretty good friends. And, they swap little kids' patterns. My wife loves to sew and stuff too. So does this lady, and they make a lot of these fancy kids clothes and stuff, sort of like the Matilda Jane series, But she gave her the recipe, which we don't normally give out recipes, but she gave this lady the recipe, and she came back and she said, I did it. She said it was good, but it just don't taste like yours. And my wife said, well, I don't know, and then it dawned on us. You gotta smoke them sweet potatoes. You don't sound like it would be good, but it gives it a little zing to it. It gives it its own unique little character, and it's good. And I got a sign for that we've done it at festivals before, and it always usually does pretty good. But I think it'll do excellent over there. And the sign says pit smoked sweet potato pie, and it is. You get you to thinking. So she's gonna bake several pies. She's coming over Saturday. My nephew and I are going to do it tomorrow. My wife's it was just hard for both of us to be gone on Friday, and like tomorrow's lunch day is chicken and dressing, and it's her homemade chicken and dressing. One Friday, let's see, tomorrow will be pot roast and chicken and dressing. The next week it'll be pot roast and chicken and dumplings. She rotates the chicken and dressing she'll go through, I don't know, 5 of those big hotel pans full of dressing, and usually she'll sell at least 2 of the small pans. We've got some customers that'll have her make one and they pick it up. Sometimes they take and bake it, finish baking it at home. Sometimes it's pre-done. But at Thanksgiving and Christmas, she's loaded to the gills on pies and dressing. I mean, we sell dressing, we sell rolls, we sell seasoned green beans. We do sweet potato casserole. We really get into all of that during the holidays. Hams and smoked hams and turkeys. But they tear her up on this dressing. I mean, and they say, well, and I've thought about it. I said, we ought to do that every Friday. But the thing about it is we're so packed on the Friday that we do it. A lot of people say, well, if you did it every Friday, it wouldn't be as special, and there's other restaurants in town that do it, offer it, but they don't hold a candle to her. And even my mom gets her to bring her a tray of it home. For her and my dad, they prefer hers, and that's, but so we keep it to every other Friday, and when we do it, that is a killer Friday. So yeah, if you did it every Friday, it may not be as special, so I don't know. But it's beautiful country up there. I talked to Guy Witherspoon. I was on the way up there. And so, well, let me give old Guy a call. I hadn't talked to him in a month or so. And it was kind of long stretch of highway there. So I called Guy up and we talked about 30 minutes. And the heater man, the repair man, had got to his house. Guy's heater's down. And he may have told y'all on his video. I hadn't watched it yet, but it wasn't acting right. We had a good visit, and it helped make those 70 miles, which is not a long ways, but I'm afraid to pull that trailer much over 55 because it'll get to jackknife, and I've got trailer brakes on the truck, but I had a trailer come off of the back of a truck one time, and tandem axle trailer, nearly totaled the pickup I was driving out, but the safety chains called, and you can't steer one. I was going down the interstate at about 60. And it came within $100 of totaling that pickup out, and I was banged up. It scared me, and I've been very, very gun shy of pulling trailers, especially one as big as that old food trailer. But I did. There's a little place out in North Monroe I pass, and they roll. It's a place where you go in and you roll your own cigarettes, but they have a pretty decent little humidor. And as always, I'm stocking up on my brick houses. I've got about a dozen in my humidor now. It's my everyday smoke. But I picked up, and I want to show y'all, and I got to get this thing downloaded and get my butt to bed. My nephew's coming early in the morning. I'm running out of time here. And I'm like Wallace. We like the Nicaraguan. This is a Neogra or something. I don't know. Don't know anything about this one. Was not an expensive one. And picked up 2 Rocky Patels. Omar something original. Omar Ortez. This is a Rocky Patel line, I think. No, it's not either. It's not a Rocky Patel, but anyway, this is it. This wasn't a super expensive one, about $6.50. And then this is the Rocky Patel. This is the edge here. But anyway, just want to show you these to you. I'm gonna get this downloaded, get in the bed, get up early, and I'll get with y'all tomorrow night. When I get in, it's gonna be late, but it's always late anyway for me. And we'll do our freehand Friday tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna smoke my freehand cob or I like that old freehand that Uncle Raggy gave me. That's probably what I'll do. Have a good one. Take care, and God bless you.